she's coming back through strong, and to have these young riders like Rafael Carrier and Katie Klaus in the top 10 as well is brilliant.
It is. Let's have a look back. Pok Pedersen starting off. This was Fem van Empel's crash if you weren't with us at the beginning of the race. There's Katie Klaus there in the white, finishing really well, the American today. Pok Pedersen didn't need a second invite to go clear. Lucinda Brand was with her. Fem van Empel had some work to do to come back up to the front, but if you ever want a lesson in resilience as an athlete, it's Fem van Empel's ride today. There was Lucinda Brand's tumble. Every single one of our podium had an issue today. It was just the severity of them. Fem van Empel trying to come back there to Lucinda Brand. And Pok Pedersen, that was her crash. It was a fast one, Helen, and it looked like it knocked the stuffing out of her for a little bit.
Yeah, that was probably the fastest one of all. The others kind of fell out of Brand. We haven't seen her one yet. The others kind of fell out of the ruts, whereas I think Peters was carrying a lot of speed, and that gave Brand the advantage. She managed to come back up to Peters. She overtook her, attacked her on the hill.
And this was such a great fight as well between these two. It was definitely sharpen your elbows time in the way that these two approached this one.
And they were taking lines. There's quite often one or two lines on these courses where you can come up next to each other, but neither gave in. And here was where Peters took that wide line to try and keep her exit speed, but she left the door open for Van Empel, and Van Empel just pushed her off the line and said, yeah, no, I'm here, mate. And she went through, and she was able to use this devastating attack up there. This is the section she said she knew she could ride further than any other rider, and that's when she got back onto Brand's wheel.
And it's just maybe four pedal revs higher than everybody else, but it carried her. That was that. What technique? If you, that step through, little skip along there from Lucinda Brand, that was something special there as well. But this was the finish. You can see Lucinda Brand bouncing around on the front, Fem van Empel on the drops. And as Helen said, you don't get to see this very often in sprints because Fem van Empel is often alone. But Lucinda Brand is a phenomenal bunch sprinter on the road as well. We've seen her winning stages in bunch sprints in Thuringen over the years as well. And
today, Fem van Empel, congrats with the first victory of this new year. How happy are you with this victory? Because it was a very close battle.
Yeah, it was really close, and yeah, to be honest, I did not believe after the first lap so that I could catch her back, and yeah, I kept fighting till the finish, and I'm super happy to start the new year with the victory.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Let's have a look at your top 10. It looks like this. What a race. Fem van Empel from Lucinda Brand and Pok Pedersen, Sanne Kamp, Manon Bakker, Anna Kate, Rafael Carrier, Kiona Krabbe, Imogen Wolf and Katie Klaus, your top 10. So good to see two Brits, a Canadian and an American, along with a couple of Belgians and 4 Dutch riders in the top 10. That's a nice little group of nations there in the top 10 today, Helen. And behind the podium, the rainbow jersey, the world champion. She can win on her own, bring her down to a sprint, and she's got that sort of devastating sprint at the end as well for Fem van Empel. As we said, a lesson in patience, in self-belief, in absolute focus on the job in hand, and that is what Fem van Empel did today.
And she's so good at it, isn't she? She's that first ever World Cup win where she beat Marianne Vos in those last 2 corners before the finish was just one of the most memorable races to watch, simply because of the way she just remained so calm and so collected. And that's what we used to do with Fem.
Yeah, on the snow, it was brilliant, wasn't it? And you could see Marianne Vos and the respect on that day as well for her. Great prizes we always get here in the GP Svennes as well.
What are they going to be doing with all these ducks that she's got? Like, you're going to need another room just for them, aren't you?
Yeah, we love the ducks. They're fluffy ducks now, but there's your podium. Fem van Empel, Lucinda Brand and Pok Pedersen